Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Quincy.
And you're the host, Justin.
I didn't start too early, did I?
Huh? No, you're good.
Cool. I was going based off of your
My point? Yeah, I know. I'm holding up the two flaming hot chips. We want to try them. We actually do.
Really quick.
Quincy wants to try them. Now, see, that's
I love it.
That's pretty good.
The problem is I already own too many salt and pepper shakers.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to know what I'm talking about, just Google Elvira salt and pepper shakers.
Yeah, it's a good rack.
Should appreciate that joke.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How's your head?
Never had any complaints.
Yeah.
My face looks fucking huge today.
Yeah.
Am I swollen?
No,
Am I
it's
retaining water?
maybe.
Okay.
I hope you are.
Well.
But on a more serious note, I'm holding up the two hot chips. Quincy's curious. I'm not so curious, but at the same time, I kind of want to get this over with. Go over to our Twitch, give us some subs, give us some bits.
I just realized we still have to close that.
I know. I'm well aware.
Okay.
I'm not changing over the transitions until we're ready for it. Don't you worry. I'm worried, but not for this. I'm worried for the future.
It's a spooky month.
It's a spooky month, and you got 2 weeks left, and maybe hopefully one more stream.
I don't know.
Of me doing random shit.
Would
What?
Would he be okay with us quoting him?
Sir Peddle?
Yeah.
Oh, he don't care. He literally so he gave all of the assets for like one of his videos to just fuck with it, and that's where the Sir Pelones came from, and he watches all the random atrocities that people come up with. Moving on. So
We got next week's episode. The week after that, I will be at an amusement park.
yes.
And that is an amusement park day.
Oh, the Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you said you were gonna be back before Wednesday. I guess I wasn't paying
No, I
attention.
leave Tuesday.
Oh. Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be me. And maybe socks? I don't know.
Yeah, so either that or we delay the episode or
I don't like
we do a really late one with me over Discord
that. That one's
using
possible.
like a Bluetooth.
That's possible.
But it would be very late.
It'd be very late. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock?
Later.
Oh.
Like 10, 11, 12.
Well, that's fine. I mean, it would be very short.
Yeah, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with you doing an espresso episode or doing a Sake Central episode.
Oh.
We'll
see. Options are up in the air because we still got a little under a month left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Quincy, you threw this at me. Smack my boob with it.
Your moob.
My moob. And
Your moobs.
Now, I don't really particularly like Skittles.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan.
Really quick, kind of hold them for a bit. They were a little on the hard side, but a little bit of heat got them to
Perfect?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do that. But you gave me these. They are the Skittles Shriekers. And it's regular Skittles, but every so often you'll run into one that's overly sour, correct?
Well, it's sour.
It's sour. Now, are we talking...
It's less than the sour Skittles sour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think not putting the stuff on the outside really affected it.
Yeah, because I love sour Skittles.
Really quick, the
love,
flavors.
But
Really quick, the flavors.
the flavors.
There is ghoulish green apple, rattled raspberry, citrus scream, spine-tingling tangerine, and shocking lime. The tangerine is fucking
Pretty good?
chef's kiss.
None of these. They're all good.
You don't know until you bite into it.
I'm burning.
Okay.
I didn't bite into this one.
I actually rather like them. I bought 3 bags. One me and Lauren ate on the way. This one, and then there's one more downstairs. Excuse me. The tangerine is fucking great.
They're all pretty good.
Like there's the orange, which is okay, and then there's tangerine, which I really like. I do find it interesting. They did 2 orange ones, 2 green ones, so there was like that extra level of mystery, but only 1 purple. My face looks fat.
Don't worry about it. Because the rest of you is fat.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Badoop. So over on the good old Humble Bundle, these things are like a real... Oh, you wanted some?
You just call me fat. Go fuck yourself.
All right, right. Over on the good old Humble Bundle, one of my favorite games growing up was Serious Sam 2. Was it a good game? No. Was it a fun game? Yes. Serious Sam Bundle. You get 17 good old Serious Sam related games for $20. Not bad.
I can't believe there's 17 related games.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild to me.
Including Serious Sam's Bogus Detour. And I hate running backwards. That's the name of the game.
That one's got some high ratings.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're all not bad games. It's just Serious Sam 3, I think, in my opinion, is the weakest. And then when Serious Sam 4 came out, they said, we're going to go back to what we remember Serious Sam being, but in a more HD light.
Oh my god, you know what these taste like? Trick cereal.
A little bit. A little bit. Okay. I see what you're putting down, Quincy. But good old Serious Sam across all the boards. Double D, double XL. A whole bunch of them. It helps out War Child UK, which helps out children that are torn apart through either war or personal struggles and or personal conflicts within their parental units. And this helped them get shelter, food, water, just everything a child would need in a time of crisis. Yeah.
Good shit.
Good shit.
I went and saw a movie.
We all saw a little bit of something this week.
Yeah.
You saw two things. I saw one thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, I only saw the trailer for this, so I need a semi-synopsis for this.
Okay, so there's going to be some spoilers here.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Sure.
And there's going to be spoilers for the first movie, X. So X is a movie set in 1979.
Okay.
It's about a guy that runs a strip club, his girlfriend who's a stripper, one of the other strippers, a black gentleman,
Okay.
a guy that has a camera, and his girlfriend who's going to be the boom operator. And they go and they rent a work hands building, like the building that work hands would have slept in if you owned a farm.
Okay.
From some old farmer and his wife. And the whole thing is they're going to film a porno. They want to outdo Debbie Does Dallas, the one that's like the famous one from the 70s.
So it's a Zack and Miri make a porno, but
horror movie.
But horror movie.
Yes, because it turns out the old lady there might be a little cuckoo and starts killing people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Brittany Murphy's in it. Jenna Ortega's in it. And then Mia Goth. It's pretty good. And it ended with the trailer for Pearl. The credits finish, and then the trailer for Pearl starts, the prequel. This is about the old lady.
Okay.
So this is set in like 1918 or something like that.
Oh.
Her husband is off in war and whatnot. It wasn't quite the movie I thought it was going to be. There's stuff that happens in X that led me to think this movie was going to be about that stuff, and it wasn't.
It was not.
It also took very long to horror movie.
Oh. It was very Exorcist 2, where it gives you that little tidbit at the beginning, and then that whole big fucking just talking.
Dude, I didn't even remember The Exorcist 2, if I'm being honest.
Really? Okay.
So Exorcist, I remember.
Yeah.
Exorcist 3, I remember.
Oh, yeah. Exorcist 3, we both remember, because that's a good fucking movie.
But I do not remember Exorcist 2.
Okay. Well,
That's Heretic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the very first thriller scene that kind of goes, whoa, and then it's just talking psychiatrist, talking priest, more kind of moving around, and then it gets to the nitty gritty of the exorcism.
So I wouldn't even say that it's that, because like the closest we get to like a horror scene, she calls a duck a goose and then kills it off camera, and then we see the corpse get fed to an alligator.
Okay.
And then it's like nothing until like 30 minutes in. I don't think it was a bad movie. It's Ty West. He does interesting stuff. I really dug the first one.
Okay.
First A24 movie like I thoroughly enjoyed.
A24 is doing a lot of very interesting things. Not bad interesting,
Yeah.
good interesting.
And I guess what it was is because they filmed it in New Zealand.
Oh.
And so while they were on the 2-week quarantine, him and Mia Goth discussed and essentially wrote Pearl through FaceTime.
Okay.
So
okay.
they started secretly filming Pearl while filming X because they wanted to get like their foot in the door before trying to get it greenlit by A24. And that's why he was able to have the trailer at the end. And these both released the same year. X released earlier this year.
Oh, okay.
Or just at the end of last year, one or the other.
Okay.
But yeah,
Recently.
it's been less than a year since the other one. And then this one actually ended with like a complete teaser, not like a full trailer. So
We're getting more.
yeah, X
Okay.
ended with a full trailer for Pearl. Pearl ended with a very small teaser for Maxine with 3 X's. It'll be the third film.
Okay.
And that one's going to be set in like 1980 in Hollywood.
Okay. Also, little side note, I never had a grape one out of the first handful of Skittles. I got a couple grape out of the second handful. The grape is fucking
It
amazing.
says it's supposed to be raspberry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that tastes like a falsehood grape to me.
So
It tastes good.
I don't hate the movie.
No.
I vastly enjoyed X. This one's kind of meh.
Is it a good? Do you think it's a good layover until the next one?
If you're going in for like a full-on horror movie like X was, no.
No. Oh, okay.
Because
Okay.
really, like, so much of it is not a horror movie. Mia Goth's great in it. She has like a 9-minute straight monologue, like just straight.
Okay.
And this woman can make herself fucking tear up at any time, I swear. And then there's like a whole thing in the credits where she just stands there and smiles creepily, and tears are fucking start to run down her face and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, this is Ty West. I'm trying to think of what you would know him from. He made the shit-ass movie Innkeepers. I'm sorry, that's not nice. That movie sucked. He did VHS. That was one of his big ones. And he's worked on a lot of things. ABCs of Death, the Scream TV show, Outcast TV show. I think he was just a producer on The Innkeepers.
Oh.
Could be wrong. I hated The Innkeepers.
That bad?
It's a movie about the 2 front desk people of a hotel, and how like one of them's like told like a ghost story, and then starts thinking she's seeing ghosts, but nothing ever really fucking happens throughout the entire movie other than her walking in on her coworker watching porn and jerking off, and then she kind of goes super duper cuckoo thinking that ghosts are after her, and we still don't really see anything throughout the whole fucking movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I was not a fan. So Pearl was alright.
It was right.
X was definitely better. X is worth watching.
Okay.
X also had like a couple like little funny moments in it. It was not a comedy, but there were certain things that like if you're paying attention, they're blatantly obvious, and it's a nice little chuckle moment.
Okay. Another thing you saw.
Okay, first of all, I'm repping today.
You're repping today.
So this is one of the 2 shirts he sent.
Okay.
So I went and saw Clerks 3.
Okay. And to those who aren't in the thing, and this is for the podcast later, he's wearing a Kevin Smith shirt.
Yeah, that Kevin Smith Club.
Yeah.
So the last package he sent came with this shirt.
Okay.
This like metal tray with like some logos on it, and his signature, and I think Jay's signature. It's like legit Sharpies. They signed it.
Okay.
This little round plastic thing with like a Kevin Smith sticker on it that I open up and realize is totally the device to grind your weed.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there going, I'm the non-pothead that's the
I mean-
fan of him.
I mean, you can use it to grind down whole herbs for.
yeah, could, yeah.
Yeah.
How many of Kevin Smith's movies have you seen?
That you've shown me as well. I think 5.
Okay, I can run down the A View Askew of universe. So you got Clerks,
Yes.
Mallrats,
Yes.
Chasing Amy.
Yeah. You should be yes.
Okay. Clerks 2.
Yes.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yes.
Dogma.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Wait, did he do that one?
Dogma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah.
There's legal issues with Dogma because he made it and then Disney bought Miramax and was like, we're not releasing this. And so it was released through Weinstein's own company, the Weinstein and Company, and distributed by Lionsgate. And so he technically doesn't own it. Shitbag Harvey Weinstein does. So Kev does not
But he
sell
made
the
it.
movie. Yeah, he made it.
Okay.
And also any proceeds that come from things that would directly involve Weinstein, he donates to women's shelters and stuff like that now, ever since all this stuff came out about Weinstein.
Oh, okay.
Jay and Silent Bob super groovy cartoon movie. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet either.
Nope.
It's on my list. Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Nope.
Okay, Clerks 3.
No.
Okay.
So 6.
Did we say Clerks 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's the View Askew universe. I don't think I'm missing any. Jersey Girl. I
have not seen that one. Either,
Jersey
so.
Girl exists within
But not
within
connected.
the universe as Jersey Girl. Kevin Smith exists within the universe as Kevin Smith.
Okay. But no.
Yeah. Zach and Miri, he doesn't own the characters,
But he
because
did.
made it for-
Okay. Then 7.
Okay. Cop Out.
I have not seen that one. No.
Okay, he directed it. It was the way he got it made, essentially, because someone else wrote it. The movie was originally called A Couple of Dicks and kept getting kicked around Hollywood for years and not getting made.
Okay, that's very interesting. I didn't know he made that one.
Yeah, it was his moment to finally work with Bruce Willis as hero, and then Bruce Willis was a total dickhead the entire time.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't want to speak ill of Bruce because now he's going through so much, but yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So, this one is still very funny.
Yes.
Takes a lot of jabs at himself. It makes a lot of references throughout the universe of the USQ universe and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very funny. It's very sad and emotional.
It's real.
I damn near cried.
It's real.
It's very real.
Okay.
There was shit in this movie I wasn't expecting to go down in this movie. I did vastly enjoy it. It's not my top one. It's not my top one of his, and it's not my top one of Clerks. Clerks 2 is the top one.
Yes.
I think it goes Clerks 2, Clerks 1, Clerks 3, and only because something has to come last.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I absolutely love Clerks.
But it's...
But Clerks 2 is far funnier to me. I get much more enjoyment from Clerks 2 than I do Clerks 3 on the funny side of things. That is a fake knife for the viewers. Clerks 3 is... Clerks 2 is far more funny to me. It ends on a high note and whatnot, which I like.
Yeah.
As where Clerks 1 didn't.
Well, Clerks 1 just ends.
I mean...
It to be fair, it is pretty much the following week, and it's just the same shit.
The one that was going to be the Asian... was going to marry the Asian design major is catatonic after blowing a dead guy. And Veronica has left him because he had issues with the fact that she sucked off 37 guys. Ends on a bit of a downer. Clerks 2 is the one that ends on like a high note. They
Yeah, it
bought the
does.
quick stop. He's
They
with...
rebelled it,
Yeah.
and
Spoilers. Sorry.
Yeah.
In true Kevin Smith fashion, forgetting to say spoilers ahead of time. I thoroughly enjoy this. I would have gone and seen it again if it was for the fact that because he doesn't work with studios anymore. These are funded by him and fans and direct investors. He works with Lionsgate to distribute through digital and DVD and whatnot, but he does not have a studio. So Lionsgate actually worked a deal with Fathom Events to be able to show it in regular theaters, and then he's doing his touring thing that he's done ever since Red State. Oh, that's another one of his, Red State. That's not in the VSQ universe, though. Have you seen
Oh.
Red State?
no.
It's like a serious movie.
Also, Tusks, right?
Tusks is him. I haven't watched Tusks yet. And
I
so
did.
And so is Yoga Hosers, which is set in the same universe as Tusks.
Yoga hosers?
Yeah, so it's about his daughter plays a character. Hold on. His daughter plays a character.
Is it with a friend? And
Yeah.
Okay.
And they run a convenience store.
Yep.
And a sausage Hitler
Yep.
is the enemy.
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet.
I remember you showed me the trailer for that,
and then the
and I.
third one in that is going to be Moose Jaws.
That's a city in Ontario.
It's the plot of Jaws, but with a moose. He says he's gonna kill Silent Bob in it. He swears. He says he's gonna go out like Quint did in Jaws. I don't know if he's still serious about that.
Okay.
And then he did one part of the Holidays, which is an anthology horror thing. His, I think, was Valentine's Day, but I could be wrong. Which involves a guy that is getting these women to move into his place out in California, where he forces them to be cam girls to pay their rent, and they finally get fed up and seek revenge.
Okay.
In a very Kevin Smith way. Trying to think. There was something I was going to mention before before you said Tusks. Oh, Red State. So Red State's a serious one.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically calling out the Westboro Baptist Church people.
Okay.
Who actually boycotted several of his movies like Dogma and whatnot.
I wonder why.
The funny thing is they didn't even know who he was, that he was able to go and stand with them with a protest sign. Yeah.
There's a passive aggressiveness to him.
Oh, fuck. He has a moment in Jay and Silent Bob reboot where now he's skinny now because he lost all the weight after the heart attack. They're trying to fly on a plane, and the lady goes, "There's a weight problem," and they're like, "You saying he's still too fat to fly?" Because he's the guy that the whole tweet thing happened.
I remember. With. I recall.
And she's like, "No, like there's a problem. We have to wait, like that, and like it's that they're on a no-fly zone. They're on a no-fly thing." His entire career has become a passive-aggressive thing.
Yeah.
So one of the things that happened was when he was making Mallrats for Universal. So that's one that he kind of owns, kind of doesn't own. He owns Jay and Silent Bob, but he doesn't own Mallrats or most of the characters in Mallrats.
Okay.
Because he made that one with Universal and Studios.
Okay.
There's this whole thing where he's trying to pitch the movie to him, and they're like, "Okay, what actors did you have in mind?" And so he lists pretty much everyone he's worked with up to this point, and they go, "Kevin, this is about making movies, not making. This is a business, and this isn't about making movies with your friends." And he's like, "But that's what I want to do."
Yeah, and I mean they're good.
And so what he now says is, "I've made a career out of making movies with my friends, or playing pretend with my friends, or things like that."
Oh, and you also got a like from good old Kevin Smith.
I was hoping to get one from Brian O'Halloran when I did the next tweet, and I didn't, but that's fine.
Hey,
I will take the massive victory of getting a like from Kevin Smith. That's happened twice in my Twitter life.
Yeah. I haven't gotten many of the likes from the people I want to reach out to, but hopefully I'll be out there soon.
I would have gone and seen it again if it was for the fact that it's a Fathom Events, which means it's not covered by My Unlimited. It's $15 a ticket.
Okay, a little pricey.
And while I wouldn't mind spending that to support what essentially is a true indie film because it does not have a studio behind it and the way it's funded and whatnot, I ain't got no monies. So I can't go see it every night that it's showing at 7 o'clock for the 2 weeks it's in theaters.
Right. And that makes sense.
Yeah. I think tomorrow's the last showing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sox and I saw a thing. Thor: Love and Thunder. Was not prepared for as strong. By the way, spoilers for this.
Spoilers.
Was not prepared for the strong story that it was already going to lead off with and finish off with.
I had a feeling. There's a few things in the trailer that kind of made me go, but I didn't call it directly, but pretty close.
Okay.
Also,
Bale as Gore, they could not have casted that any better. Yeah, Sox is in the chat, says 9.5 out of 10. I'm giving this a 9, pure 9 out of 10. It's a good fucking movie.
Sox, I lost it every single fucking time with the goats.
The goats
were
pretty good.
We went and saw it in theaters, and I was laughing my ass off with the goats every single time.
Yeah, people love goats.
So, I am seeing that horse meme going around where it's the horse drawing.
Okay.
And so you've got like the
really
shitty
good
one, the really good one, and then you got the ethereal yellow see-through one. So Thor 1, I think, is ethereal see-through goat, or not goat.
Horse?
No, sorry. I think it's just really good horse.
Yeah.
Thor 2 is part of the crappy horse.
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok is the ethereal horse, and then this one is the head of the crappy horse.
You think so?
That's not what I'm thinking.
Oh.
That's what people are tweeting.
Okay.
I'm seeing a lot of hate for this movie, and my whole thing is that a lot of people are like, this doesn't make any sense after Ragnarok. It's because it's supposed to make sense after Endgame and Infinity War.
Yeah, and also it had a lot of very funny moments. It had a lot of very honest moments. It also taught us that Thor has been learning technology, so he's not the unga bunga. What is this thing you hold in your hand? You know, he's
Technology.
And also, yeah, the Russell Crowe as Zeus. That was good.
Your uncle fucking hated it.
I know he did, and I don't care.
He hated Russell Crowe as
dumb.
Zeus.
Yeah, so much so that he wanted to almost blackguard Crowe as one of his favorite actors.
Yeah.
I recall that.
I thought it was great. I thought Crowe did great. One thing I thought was interesting was, so you guys watched the Disney Plus version, which has them redoing the CGI for Heimdall's son when he's doing the head talking to them.
Oh.
CGI is different from the theatrical version to the Disney Plus version because there was a lot of complaints about how bad it looked. I'm going to be honest, they made it look worse.
Okay, well, I was happy with it. I didn't care.
Either way, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very good movie. I'm excited to see what's going to come after. They hinted at a few very interesting things.
So, Thor will return.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get Hercules.
We are getting
Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
There's talks that YTD has said he won't do another one because of how people reacted to this one.
Really?
I don't know how true it is, but
What
that's the talks because people are shitting on this movie. People are shitting on YTD. There was suddenly this turn. That one's sour?
That was our.
There's suddenly this turn in the internet's love for Watiti. This movie came out, and suddenly he's the worst director ever. He was a two-pump chump. He had two good ones, and he's done.
Have they seen Jojo Rabbit? Have they seen...
It's the internet.
We
You
are
gotta have thick skin if you're going to be on the internet.
well, thick skin, but at the same time, you have this thing. Oh man, that is actually really fucking shower. I love Our Flag Means That.
Yeah.
YTD, even though self-inserted, all of it great. Every single person in this was well casted.
Is he actually a director on it, or is he just a producer and actor?
I believe he's a director. I'm double checking right now. I believe he is. Oh my god. Executive producer. He's an executive producer. Where is? There's no director on this.
No, it's because it's going to be per episode. Chat says, the opinion of some is not the opinion of all. And you're absolutely right. But the thing I have to point out here is the problem with the opinion of some. For some reason, the shit opinion's always the loudest. They're the ones that scream the loudest. They're the ones that make the biggest fuss. They're the ones that show up everywhere.
I hate to agree with you, just because you're right. You are 100% right. It is the one who has the biggest stink is always the one that's heard. I could say, Sox and I can say, we really enjoyed this movie. But you're right. Before we hopped into this, we did, hear a little bit that it wasn't an okay movie, and it was YTD's, low end. But we loved it. We were great. And there were, as Sock said in the chat, it was the same when Ragnarok came out. There were so many that were like, I don't get the humor. It's so dry. It's New Zealand humor. It's a little bit of piss off, Ghost. That was fucking hilarious. I don't care where you're from. That's funny as hell. Watching a rock man get mad at Loki. That's normal. It's fine. Right?
What?
Oh, I just see numbers.
So, I'll just bring up an example.
Okay.
Currently, the box office for Clerks 3 is sitting somewhere at around $2.2 million. That's not
That's
counting. Sadly, they spent $7 million. That's not counting, though, the tour. Yeah. That is purely the Fandango, or Fathom, not Fandango. The Fathom events showing.
Okay.
At $15 a person, that comes out to 146,666.667 tickets. That's
So round up.
146,000 or 147,000 people that went and saw this, not counting the selling out tour that he's doing.
Okay.
Not counting video on demand, not counting people that are waiting for the DV, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But if you ask anyone on the street, Kevin Smith has no fans. Because the angry people are the loudest.
Right. Who was the one that said that he wasn't a real director? Coppola?
There are a lot of people who said it. Coppola may have. I don't know.
Right.
That was one thing about Pearl. Scorsese came out and sang its fucking praises.
Scorsese is a fucking hack at this point.
You know, I liked Scorsese a lot until he decided to start, and, you know,
Being very vocal with his
well,
opinions.
I mean, he can be vocal about his opinions, but, like, think about the shit you're saying. So when you come out and you fucking attack Marvel and say Marvel superhero movies, all that, they're all shit and they're ruining cinema. Theaters are dying because you can't make good cinema because people only want to watch superhero movies. Nobody does real cinema anymore. I'm gonna go make a movie for Netflix.
And also, it's going to be 3 hours long, and it's going to kind of cycle the same point for a good half hour.
I didn't hate The Irishman. It was too long.
It was. There was a few scenes that could have been probably trimmed out. The last 20 minutes could have probably been trimmed down to like 4 or 5. Having him sitting on that front lawn, wasting away, did not need to be as long as it was.
So, here's my whole thing.
Yes.
You're talking about the death of cinema. Blame these movies that, because of these movies, no studios, no people want to make real movies, and that, you know, it's killing the theaters. But then you're gonna make a movie for a fucking streaming service.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
I don't get him. I guess he's like, oh, but that's the new way of cinema. I don't know. I don't care for him. So let's get into some more interesting things with good old Phil Spencer talking about, number one, Discord finally being able to be used on Xbox, and I used it once. It was fine. It allowed me to kind of condense everything down. I don't exactly know how it's going to be overly helpful as of
I
right
won't
this
have
minute.
to use 3 different fucking devices to fucking talk to you while I play a game
Yeah,
because you
just
won't use
boop,
Xbox.
boop, and then I can. I will if you invited me.
The problem is she won't use Xbox. I have literally played on a game with you where you were listening to me on Xbox and her on Discord. And I can't hear her despite her being on my fire team.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's
Y'all weirdos.
we're now being able to connect a little bit better.
So what I end up having to do is I take my Bluetooth, connect it to my phone, go to the Discord chat there, put an earbud in here, then put the headset that's going to have the gaming sound over because my headset only works for the Xbox. It's not a Bluetooth headset.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just explaining.
Okay. I thought you were getting heated. I was just like,
No.
I don't know how to.
I'm selling on why Discord being here is a good thing because for some reason people aren't a fan of I can join an Xbox party at any time. Yeah, but you were already there. Like, but this is why I think it's a good thing. Because for some reason people like and I'm not saying for some reason in a bad way.
No.
I'm saying for some reason I don't experience that, but others do. So I can't understand it because I don't experience it. For some reason people really like the chat on Discord. So I think this is a great way. Yeah.
It very much opens up a lot of opportunity for, hey, we're about to go and play some Destiny, as you were mentioning. Just don't get me wrong, Sox and I can obviously do it through Discord just because it's us. But if you wanted to pop in, you know, it would either be Xbox chat. No, you can join us on that Discord call now.
And like what I said with my headset. It's a very nice headset.
It's a great headset. It's a Turtle Beach, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
But it is Xbox only.
Yes.
It connects directly to the Xbox. So I can't use it for Discord until now.
Yes. And host some D&D one-shots over Xbox Party. You know what? That does seem like an idea, but I don't know how well it would work. But that is an idea. I don't know.
Are you saying that you're saying host them over that Xbox Party to see why Discord party is better, or Discord voice chat is better than Xbox? Because if that's what you're saying, I understand, and I would never suggest you use Xbox's party for anything other than gaming.
Yeah.
Like talking to people you're gaming with. I've tried to use it on the app to talk to like James and Sean while I'm out working and they're gaming.
Yeah.
And it crashes all the time. Or I have signal issues all the time. But I have that with Discord too. But that's also the fact that there's like no fucking cell service in this freaking godforsaken city.
Yep. You go on the outskirts, you pretty much one bar.
Dude, the last time we were like doing I was doing the D&D thing, and we were done, and you were like, "You gonna hang out for a bit?" And I was like, "Yeah," and it was getting real bad, and you couldn't hear me.
Yeah.
I was at Las Vegas Boulevard and Russell.
Really?
I was next to the fucking Mandalay Bay.
Well, I mean that's a lot of tall buildings. I don't know how it was because I remember working down there, and I would get like 1 bars from time to time. But yeah, I get
signal
your
in
point.
the most random fucking places.
Yeah.
I have my Echo reading a book to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll explain why. John Gardner did several James Bond novels.
Okay.
The first couple were released on CD, and that's it, like physical and CD. They never released a digital version of the audiobook.
No Audible.
No Audible, but the other ones are on Audible.
Okay.
Just not like the first like 2 and then like 1 random one in the middle.
Okay.
And if I want to buy that CD now goes for like $160.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not buying that fucking CD. So what I did is I bought the Kindle version of the book and tell the Echo to read it to me.
That's actually really fucking smart, Quincy.
She doesn't do voices,
But you're happy with
she
the
does
reading.
and she does get a level of inflection based off punctuation to an extent.
Okay.
She 007, which is funny, but
Close enough.
it works. The problem is because it's not downloaded and she needs internet connection. It will literally just fucking go out at any moment
Oh.
if my signal gets bad enough. So it's still taking a while, but it's also nice. Like, oh, I'm doing the dishes. I'm gonna listen to my book.
Yeah. That's actually a really smart idea, Quincy.
Thanks.
Wow, I might actually have. Okay.
And
Alright.
because you have Prime, there's several books that are free to you through Kindle.
I'm gonna go browsing through it, but yeah, okay. But back over to our earlier discussion about Phil Spencer, not just Discord, but also talking about how Sony is spiking up in certain areas of the world. Not U.S. U.S. is kind of keeping the price tag of their PS5s.
To be fair, though, they're spiking up the fucking games.
I was getting to that.
Oh, okay.
The games, of course, are still $10 more, and some other companies are now starting to see that being the quo. But Phil Spencer said, and I quote, "That's just not feasible. People are having a really rough time getting money as it is, both in the creation of games and both the purchasing of the games. It's not feasible, so we're leaving it where it's at, and we're going to see where we need to move. If it needs to downplay for certain individuals to be able to afford certain things, that seems to be where he's leaning. But he said, I do not see us raising the prices of consoles or games.
You can't tell me that Sony's hurting for money and that if they don't do these price raises, the company will go out of business and everyone will lose their jobs. No, they're just being fucking greedy assholes.
They make me want to buy a fucking PS5. I mean, I can get the PS4 version, but I don't want the PS4 version. I want that crispiness of God of War. But
is it worth $10 more plus the price of the console?
No, but I'm mad that I'm thinking like that.
Ubisoft
is wanting to raise their shit $10 after Skull and Bones, right?
I think starting with Skull and Bones.
Yes. Oh,
like starting with?
Okay.
I think.
Well, okay.
It's plain and simple. That means I'm never buying a new Ubisoft game again.
Yeah, but then again, we're looking at Ubisoft doing a lot of handshakes with Microsoft, so we're going to be getting a lot of Ubisoft games on Game Pass.
Getting them for Game Pass is not buying them.
I get you, but I'm just saying that the negative of us not buying it directly does not mean that we are going to be without.
I was already mad that buying the game directly from the company or directly on the device digitally cost me the same amount as buying it from GameStop, Walmart, Best Buy, Fry's when they were still a thing, so on and so forth. Because we've talked about this, the shipping, the paying the employees that are selling it, the cut for the company that's selling it, the paper, the plastic, the physical disc itself, all this shit is figured into that price.
Yep.
Of $60.
Yep.
Which tells me that they could sell this game for the same profit that they're already selling the game for in store, they could sell it on digitally probably for $20 cheaper. I bet you anything they could probably sell a game for $40 and make the same amount of money selling it digitally that they would letting it go through that whole process of a physical copy.
Yep.
And now they're going
to some extent. Certain ones, sure, I'll give you that cut, but there are some that the money is going toward the amount of effort, amount of payment that has gone toward the employees,
but
like higher end AAA games. But I get your point.
But Walmart still has to get its cut.
Oh, of course. Oh,
and
of
the
course.
cut has to be enough that Walmart can pay their employees and see a profit.
Yes.
The Ubisoft.
I mean, that's with any.
Yeah. And I'm just using Walmart as an example.
I get your point.
So when they're selling it digitally,
yes,
where's the employee that's getting its cut? Okay, fine, Xbox for housing it and being the marketplace that you bought it from, but I bet you it's still not nearly as much as Walmart wants because Walmart has to pay an employee and make a profit. And then there's all the physical aspects of it that cost money.
The displaying, the advertising,
the actual material,
the
shipping.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that the game is the same price digitally as it is physically, which is bullshit. They're just pocketing that extra 20, 30, 40, whatever it is, dollars.
Yes.
And now they're sitting there going, we have to charge an extra $10 for both physical and digital.
Yep.
So now it's $70 on a game that should already just be $40.
Yeah, well, depending on game, yes.
If they're putting so much work into a game that selling it for $60 doesn't net them $40 worth of profit, I call bullshit. There's no way they're going to put that much time and work into a game that's going to not net them that high of a profit.
There's a few I can think offhand.
If it's an indie game, that's different. But I'm
yeah, indie games they don't even
most indie games don't even sell for $60.
That's what I'm saying. They usually throw those $30-$40 at most. Temtem, I think it was $40, and minus my discount through Humble Bundle, I'm paying $32. But I'm just saying that, $40 for a indie style MMO version of Pokemon. That is an interesting idea to cycle around the noggins of a whole bunch of people and being like, hey, you want a MMO version of Pokemon, off-brand, great value Pokemon? Here, $40. And that's fine. Is it $40 worth of value? Maybe. It looks fun. It looks like it would be a great time to hang out with a couple friends and, go on a Pokemon Journey. Well, Temtem Journey, I guess. But you're right. Does it qualify for $60? No. No. God, no. You are taking an already established idea into a cheaper, demeaning...
Here's the answer.
Okay.
30% is what Microsoft takes.
From digital?
Yeah.
30%?
Yeah.
$20. They take $20.
Which leaves...
40. For the... okay.
$40
for the developer.
So you buy the $60 version of Assassin's Creed Origins. Xbox takes $20. That other $40 goes to Ubisoft. And Ubisoft is sitting there telling us this isn't enough anymore.
We need 10.
We need $10 more per copy.
Per copy. Yeah, no. So we were once beating up on Sony. Now we're beating up on Sony and Ubisoft.
I don't like greed.
We're not. Plus, we don't have the money for it.
I mean that too, but the principle of the matter. I don't like greed.
Right, and so we're gonna stick with Microsoft for a long while.
And
until...
I'm telling you, I'm not gonna pay full price on a Ubisoft game.
No.
It's not gonna happen. It's not worth it to me. It's not worth $70.
No.
I don't ever see a game being worth $70 to me.
Really?
Gotham Knights? No. I'd rather wait.
Okay.
I'd rather wait for a price drop or a gift card.
Okay. That's actually really adamant of you.
It's not worth it to me. It's just the value's not there. They're putting in the same amount of work as the guys that are putting in the $60 work.
Okay.
And
I mean, it's going to be $60, but okay.
We're using an example.
I know.
And then the other thing is if here's the thing.
Okay.
The profit that Ubisoft's getting, and then they go, here you go, all the people that worked on the game, and then they start charging more. But I bet you that pile stays the fucking same.
Oh, probably.
And that's the other fucking principle of it. You're doing a pay raise, price increase, but I know you ain't fucking paying anyone extra.
No.
No one at that fucking company is making any more.
Yeah. Unless COOs do.
That's who it is.
Yeah. And I don't even know the COO of Ubisoft.
I don't know, but he seems like a dick.
Probably. But Phil Spencer doing God's work.
Nah, Spencer's great. I've always kind of liked Spencer. I follow him on Twitter.
So funny thing, a little bit ago, E3 2015, before I got the Xbox One, I was giving him the biggest shit.
Yeah.
Going, okay, what are you going to show us? Are you going to show us some stupid shit?
You also blamed him for stuff his boss was doing.
You're right, but it's the fact that he was the face. It's the layer of face. I get that, and I apologize if Phil Spencer happens to hear this. I apologize. I didn't mean it. It's always been a pain in the ass to be a consumer and be happy. That is the bare minimum right now. Is be a consumer, be happy with what you bought. It's kind of getting harder to do that because Xbox Game Pass flipped that on a dime and says, you're a consumer, we're going to continuously make you happy. Moon Scars? Yeah, you're getting that shit later on. Oh, this game that you only heard about through the walls? Yeah, day one with us. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that because Badoop.
Was it?
What?
Was it Phil that was the one that said fuck Nazis?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because on Twitter he said fuck Nazis.
One of the Wolfenstein games, and people came out trying to fucking support white supremacists in reaction to it. His response was fucking Nazis.
I believe that was later on. I think that was for New Colossus.
Yeah, it was for one of the sequels.
No. But speaking of Moon Scars, holy cow. I thought we already got our announcements for Game Pass for this month, but I couldn't have been more wrong. This is a big set we're getting. Later on, we already knew about Grounded, the full release being thrown at us, and I can appreciate that. Deathloop released yesterday?
Okay.
I believe it released yesterday. Today, Hard Space Shipbreaker just dropped. Valheim just dropped over on the PC.
See, I want to play that one, too. It sucks that it's PC.
Yeah. Hopefully, maybe there might be Cloud, hopefully, in the near future. But later on, we're getting Beacon Pines, which is like a create-your-own story, but the story can evolve. And I was very interested. And the art style was very bubbly, very nice, very hand-drawn. Grounded, as said, we already talked about that one, and it's finally getting its full release. Let's Build a Zoo. I looked at that one. I don't know what to think about that one. It's very Planet Zoo, but let's get a little more crazy with it. Moon Scars, very 2D Dark Souls, very dark, very brooding, beautiful music. I'm excited to play that on, I believe it's today we get that. The Paw Patrol Grand Prix.
It's good to have kids stuff on there.
Yeah, I mean, they keep, like, I would say once every month or two, they've been throwing one or two things for kids. Very glad to see it. Deathloop, as said, dropped yesterday. We get Slime Rancher 2. And now, I loved Slime Rancher 1. I actually spent almost too much time before I finally pulled myself away with my ADHD. And
I jumped on it for the first time the other day just to get a taste of it before they pulled it from Game Pass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of depressing. But at least we're getting the second one. And that one I don't think is going to be leaving. So get ready for that one. Spider Heck is going to be both for console and PC. That one does interest me just because it's spiders with lightsabers. I remember seeing something similar to that a long time ago on like some Flash website, like Newgrounds game, but a long time ago. Like I'm talking mid-thousands.
You want to know how you can find a Star Wars gatekeeper? Call it laser sword and watch them fucking spontaneously combust. George Lucas refers to them as laser swords. So.
Okay.
But the gatekeepers are just...
Yeah, okay.
I played a little bit of Metal Hellsinger.
Oh yeah, what did you think of the music?
Good. Definitely system down.
Yeah.
I suck.
You'll get the.
I can't. I tried so hard.
You're-
And like it became like almost an argument between me and Lauren. She's like, "You're gonna be fine. You're doing good." I'm like, I'm seriously watching as I fucking fuck up. And she like was so insistent. I'm like, "Can you just let me be bad at something?"
Yeah.
But no, I think it'll be fun and interesting. I'm a little pissed off. I pre-downloaded it, went to play it, and it wasn't downloaded on the fucking console.
So that did the same exact thing to me when I did it with the DLC for Destiny 2.
So I don't have the space on the console right now, and I don't want to move anything. So I had to cloud stream it. Fucking flawless.
Oh yeah, they've worked very hard on that.
Crisp as shit. Wow. If it wasn't for the fact that I'd worry about running out of data, I would stream all my games from Game Pass rather than bogging down the console with downloads.
Yeah. I mean, the one time I had to, I kind of leaned out of my way to do it. It was really nice. It was very, very nice. The only downside I would say is it doesn't do it at full 1080p. It does it like a 944 upscaled, which is fine. But texture popping, was that an issue for you?
Nope.
No,
Not at all.
It was clean.
It was perfectly clean.
Okay.
Couldn't even tell I was streaming.
Hmm.
And then I went to, how was it? I went to click the smiley face and I clicked the wrong one. And so I told him it was bad, and I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Microsoft. Badoop. So speaking of not leaving Game Pass, Origami 2 is, I guess, about to leave Game Pass before the guys over at Linceworks said, we really like Xbox Game Pass, and I guess they're leaving it on Xbox Game Pass. Just thought we'd talk about this because we usually talk about the games leaving it, but this is one that's not leaving it.
I like the way they handled it, too.
Oh yeah, very, very talky talk. Corporation talk with corporation. I'm trying to be careful because I wanted to see the reply. Okay, I have to click into it, I think. Oh no, this isn't into it. Oh, well, in short, they had a reply to it saying something similar along the lines of, yes, we really love this game. Glad for sticking out.
It would be a retweet is what you're looking for, and you have to click the quote tweet section to see it.
Oh, was
No,
it?
the quote
Oh,
tweet section.
quote tweet. Well, I have to log in. I'm not going to do that. But in short, they did reply to it. Ka-chow. A very interesting game popped up by Modus Games. Solstice, Soulstice, gave me very jarring vibes that I would thoroughly enjoy this game. I just don't know. I couldn't tell its combat. It seemed very near, looked very Devil May Cry. It looked very up in the air. But the scenery, fucking beautiful. The audio cues seem to be on point. I love the transitions between the good and the evil. Just all of it looked great.
There's a giant evil head.
There's a giant evil head, and inside that giant evil head is a dude controlling it. It's a good looking game. Like look at this fucking place. Look at this place. This place is big, and you play as two sisters. One that I guess passed away. I don't know that whole tie-in yet, but one that's a ghost and one that's still alive. Looks good. Looks great. Looks very hack and slashy. Very fun. Hopefully I'll be able to play it in the near future. But speaking of things I might be playing in the near future, Rise of the Triad Ludicrous Edition. I could go on for hours about Rise of the Triad, but I'm not going to. It is an uprender, 1080p, uses all the Source Engine stuff. Good stuff. Very good. Rise of the Triad's a great game in general. You're killing... what if Nazis took over 3 Mile Island?
Interesting.
And kind of made an entire bunker. And it's insane. Literally insane. There are weapons that shoot lines of fire. There is a bat that shoots eyeballs that bounce around. big explosions, gore, and I love that. You can have the original 1994 soundtrack, all the great classics, or the 2013 Rise of the Triad reboot songs by that gentleman down there, Andrew Hirschholz.
It's a man in a trash can.
It is a man in a trash can because he makes music out of his home, and it's the dump. But I'm very happy that they meme him because Andrew makes a lot of music for current age first-person shooters. Project Warlock 2, the game we talked about not too long ago, made it for that. Project Warlock 1, Scorn, I think he does a couple tracks for, and that's going to be coming out soon. He is just a musician for first-person shooters. But I'm very happy that they kept him where he belongs. No, I'm joking. He does great music. His version of "Suck It" would be probably a good one. Going down the fast way is another good one. It plays in this trailer. His music is great. What? No, you just gave me a look.
Well, we did say "suck it," so.
Yes. No DX? Okay. But the Rise of the Triad Ludicrous Edition is going to be released near, I believe it has the date on its website, which is getludicrous.com. Which, it did not work the last time I clicked it, and it's not working now. Kind of a bummer. Kind of a real bummer that the website doesn't want to work.
The thing I really liked from this was the create your own...
Oh, create your own map?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it has a new episode, which is usually 14 maps. Back in the day, when you got the expansion pack for this, it's literally just a floppy that loads in already made maps, because the map maker in this is so small, so insignificant, that loading those in was easy. It was primarily just moving over things that were already in position. And I don't remember what that map pack was called. It was like the Ultimate Rise of the Triad, and it was not great. They were not fun maps. Civi 11 does a Rise of the Triad go through, and he did one for Christmas and then bubbled up the Ultimate later on. Go check them out if you want to go see a playthrough of this game before getting the Ludicrous Edition. Ka-chow. Do we have any more gaming things?
I don't think so.
But shoe news.
Thank you as always, Sneaker News.
Thank you as always, Sneaker News. And for the other one, thank you. I don't think it's Sneaker News. I think it's like Soul Retriever, which is kind of cute. But the Black Panther and Pat Mahomes team up to make an Adidas Impact FLX. This thing looks great.
Wait, Mahomes is part of this?
Huh?
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Mahomes?
He's a quarterback.
Ah. And thank you, Quincy, for being knowledgeable, because I would have never known.
I have a Mahomes card around here somewhere.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's in that slew over there.
Back over there.
Over there? No, that's Sir... I was about to say Sir Patrick Stewart, but that would have been very wrong.
It's Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen, yes. Sir Ian McKellen.
You numpty.
I beg your pardon. But these shoes are very reminiscent of the Black Panther, black with the gold flecks, and little spots of purple that very, very nicely accent it. The tethers of... What is the fucking suit made out of? Vibranium. And it looks really clean, looks really nice.
What's your favorite marble metal?
My favorite marble metal? Adamantine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mahomes. I know.
Huh.
I'm not giving it to you, but...
Huh. No, it wouldn't strike me that he would be a big fan of...
A fucking nerd.
I guess. Yeah. And speaking of which, the back of that card is what leads me to our next set of shoes. Oh, wait, hold on. I believe these are 140, and they are to be released at the end of the month. Yeehaw. But the next one is Panini America brings rookie sports cards to the Reebok Question Mid. Yeah, the little Panini on the back of that card made me go, haha.
Yeah, so it's got Panini, and then it's got the RS thing hanging down there, which I think they're trying to do a play on the rookie, rated rookie thing that they do on the cards.
Oh. These are 160, and they'll be released on the 14th of October. Very... I don't know how to really, like... It's like a blue and black tiger print that kind of wave layers over it.
Yeah, I think that's a good description.
Yeah. And then on the back it says Prism, P-R-I-Z-M. And
Prism is the cards.
Oh, wait. And then Panini on the bottom on the soles. Allen Iverson?
No, I'm not sure.
Oh.
I think he's I would assume he's an NBA player, considering this is an NBA style shoe. But Prism's also the type of card.
Oh, okay. So they're just hinting at all their card types. Okay. But okay. Thank you, Soul Retriever. Yes, for that. That's kind of cute. Yeah. Badoo. So I showed you this trailer for 5/25/77. What do the numbers mean, Mason?
Release of Star Wars.
That is correct. And it kind of gives you a coming-of-age comedic telling of an individual who just wants to be a filmmaker. And we were just talking earlier about how Kevin Smith just wants to make films with
his friends.
And it's not nowadays it's not very far-fetched. Now you just need to have a good fucking script and story to kind of...
Or was that all you need? Things that people put their entire lives into trying to make?
Yeah, I know, right? Let's put it like this. Hope that it is the diamond in the rough, you know, because getting things started is already the hard point. But you know.
Get a camera, point at something.
Yeah. Someone will laugh, and that's how you become TikTok famous.
Yeah, so this is about one of the guys that worked the miniatures and stuff.
Yeah. And
I think it looks interesting. It definitely looks weird.
It does look very weird. It looks a little psychedelic. It shows how a camera angle can definitely fix a lot of perspective that we, as the viewer, wouldn't have known otherwise. And, I mean, some people already obviously know how some of these camera tricks work.
You want to see one of the most interesting things? Go and watch some of the behind-the-scenes stuff for the old silent films. It's... What is the name of the movie? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Safety First or something like that. And so it's like, you know, there's a scene where he's like literally hanging on the side of a fucking clock.
Yeah, and it's
like
the
clock over the street.
I know what you're talking about, and it's just the perspective of him being only like 3 feet off the ground,
something like that,
and it's just cut over where the camera ends and the street down below begins.
Or like there's the part where he's like rollerblading and he just keeps barely stopping before falling off the edge of the balcony.
Yeah, and it's just a piece of a piece of paper or something.
Yeah, they basically painted a piece of glass and put it in front of the.
Yeah, and I'm like, that is amazing. So, having the mindset of the one who would originally think like that, and just lived his life and had what I could guess is an overactive imagination.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be a little all over the place.
I feel like it's going to be all over the place, but it's going to have a cognitive story. But that is 5/25/77 to be released
sometime this year.
Sometime, I believe it had
September 20th? No, that's when the trailer was dropped.
Yeah.
I don't think it has a date.
I don't think it does either. Keep playing, hold on.
No, it doesn't have a date.
No. Drag. No, okay. Badoo. The next one on our list, The Midnight Club. Now, that's not the Midnight Club I know of.
No, you know the Midnight Society.
I know the Midnight Society, but no, the Midnight Club that I know is the racing one from PlayStation 2 era. Yeah. But I'm not mad at this. This looks like a pretty good raucous time of a individual who has thyroid cancer, but volunteers to put themselves in a hospice / educational schooling.
Dial back. That movie is not about the guy that worked on Star Wars. It's about a guy inspired by Star Wars.
Oh.
I was trying to find a date.
Oh, okay. But that is actually kind of interesting. So he's inspired, but not active. Okay. So that's okay. That makes a little bit more sense for the opening scene of that trailer. Huh. Okay. But Midnight Club does raise a few bars of it being very real off the cut. And how being so close to death could cause someone to try and find life in other things. Albeit very evil, but...
Yeah, well, I think it actually starts turning into trying to find a cure for death.
Yes. And then it gets creepy. And we like creepy.
Did you ever watch Fletch? Turn Fletch, any of the Fletch movies?
No.
Chevy Chase spy comedy type of thing.
Oh.
Out of nowhere.
Okay.
Like, I heard about the trailer being out the day we went to see Pearl. And when we went to see Pearl, it was already showing in theaters that day. So, like, it completely flew under the radar.
Okay.
Confess Fletch, a new movie in the Fletch universe, with John Hamm playing him. And everyone says it's fucking fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, just want to bring that up real quick.
Okay. Speaking of bringing up things real quick, Hulu is on their way to really bringing out the 80s in us, aren't they?
Yeah, the 80s, 90s, all that whole thing.
Yeah.
The problem is these are movies that should be hitting theaters releases.
You think so?
Yeah, I would have watched Prey in theaters.
I would have watched it in theaters.
I would have watched this in theaters. Okay, I would have been iffy to go watch this in theaters and probably would have waited just a little bit because what we're talking about is the new Hellraiser.
Yes.
And the thing is the Clive Barker's original is amazing. Hellraiser 2 is amazing.
I think there's only one Clive Barker thing I have not been a fan of.
What's that?
Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman.
I don't think that's Clive, is it?
Uh-huh.
You sure that's Clive?
Uh-huh.
And like, what level? Was he a producer? He wasn't the director.
No, I think
He wasn't the
writer.
writer.
He was not the writer
Nope.
for Van Helsing?
Nope.
Really? He wasn't anything in it then?
Well, let me look.
He must have done something with it because his name was on the top.
I don't remember that at all.
Clive Barker's Van Helsing.
No, he wasn't the producer. You sure you're not thinking of a different Van Helsing?
I mean, no. No. Okay, I thought. Okay, never mind then. I, honest to God, would have thought that he would have been the one that did the. Okay, then never mind. There's not a Clive Barker thing that I. Hey. Huh.
I mean, those are his
Yeah.
top three. Well, no, not his top three. They left out Candyman.
Produced. Huh. Okay, and then written.
So
Written
I'm
is
not a
what-
fan of Midnight Meat Train. That one I didn't really care for.
Okay, yeah, I needed all the Hellraisers, which
So actually, he gets credited as writer on all of them because he created the character.
really.
Yeah, in
Okay,
fact,
so I
one of
don't have
these-
him to thank for number 6.
No, in fact, one of these, and it might be number 6. I think it was the first time they didn't use the original actor. It may have been that one.
This one?
May have been
Yeah, that
Revelations.
one's a weird one.
So I think when it came out, because it's the first time they didn't use the original actor, and this is why I would have been iffy going to see this new one in theaters, not because of it being female Pinhead or anything, but because the non-Clive Barker ones have always been a bit odd. That when it actually came out, he took to Twitter and tweeted, "No child of mine."
Okay.
And so that's why I would have been a little iffy on the new one. I'm like, there's a bad history of them trying to make Hellraiser movies without Clive. But this looks really good, and I'm gonna watch it.
It does look good. And I mean if Hulu is leading the way with these two, they are picking very strong contenders to start off this like thriller horror-esque lean, and I wouldn't mind them touching Alien.
And then the actress is Jamie Clayton.
Clayton.
She's in The L Word, Sense8, Designated Survivor. Those are her big ones. She's in the newest Mass Effect.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jean Garson.
Hmm.
But yeah, her career started in 2011. She hasn't done too many things. The TV shows she's been in for the most part have been hits though. So.
Oh, okay. Huh. I can respect Hulu just in general for wanting to put all these out, because their original programming hasn't really sparked very much negativity. Not like Netflix, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think Yellowstone did well.
I don't think that's actually theirs. I think
No?
they just have the streaming for it.
Oh, okay.
I think now that Peacock's a thing, it's actually over on Peacock.
Oh.
No, Prime? I don't know.
Okay. Well, what was Hulu exclusive? I'm trying to remember all of it. Animaniacs did well.
Hulu was, yeah, that one was a Hulu exclusive. Here, I got my Hulu app.
Exclusive shows. Reservation Dogs?
Oh, yeah, I want to watch that one. I haven't yet. It's on its second season. So, it's about, I think, teenagers on the res.
Huh. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I remember that. And Hitmonkey. That's right. Hitmonkey was a part of it.
Pretty sure Hitmonkey got canceled.
Probably, but I'm probably gonna want to watch it later on. Solar Opposites, I think, just got queued for its third season now.
You know, that's from the creator of Rick and Morty, how amazingly he makes other shows second and third and fourth seasons timely, but not Rick and Morty.
Well, now he is. Letterkenny?
I don't know if it's a Hulu original, but I do know that it's
There now.
Canadian.
Yeah, it's very Canadian.
So, The Handmaid's Tale, that's them.
Okay, I've heard a little bit about that.
So their new one is their other new one is Reboot, Best in Dough, which is a pizza making show.
No, wait, Reboot. That's the.
It's brand new.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember.
And the early 2000s family sitcom, an early 2000s family sitcom is rebooted, and a dysfunctional cast must deal with their unresolved issues.
Yeah. Okay, I saw the trailer for this. It's got Johnny Knoxville in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm good to see you, my guy.
You know, it was always his dream to actually become an actor and go to Hollywood and stuff. So like Walking Tall was a huge deal for him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very happy to see.
Only
him.
Murders in the Building.
Okay.
That one's fucking phenomenal.
That's Hulu?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've heard a lot of good things about that one.
And also will be Steve Carell's final role. He says he's sticking with it until it gets canceled, but he's done acting after this.
Fair enough.
Or did I say Steve Carell? I meant Steve Martin.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I said Carell. I meant Martin.
Okay.
Steve Martin.
Okay. I didn't know if he was in it.
No, Steve Martin.
Okay.
Letterkenny isn't a Hulu original.
Oh.
The Bears.
It probably started off on YouTube and then just kind of slid over.
Maybe. Pam and Tommy, the one about Pam and Tommy's sex tape being stolen. The Curse of Von Dutch, which is about the clothing company. They have a new thing called Sasquatch. They've got a bunch. Oh, they did MODOK. That one got canceled, though.
MODOK. That's right. Wait, why did it get canceled?
Not enough people watching it, I guess.
Oh. That kind of sucks, because Patton Oswalt does really good work, and I only saw the first episode, so I'll take some of the blame for that, but not.
I think I watched half of the first season and then just got busy.
Yeah.
The Orville, which started out as a Fox show and got moved over to being a Hulu show.
I don't remember.
That's the Seth MacFarlane one that's very Star Trek-esque. It's live action.
I figured, but...
I hear it's great. I always wanted to sit down and watch it. It's like...
You think it's going to end up like Firefly, though?
It's like 3 or 4 seasons in.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's been going for a while.
Fuck you.
Let's see. It is...
Yeah, I'm going to get mad about that.
So season 1 was 12 episodes. Season 2 was 14 episodes. And then now that it's over on Hulu, their new season they call New Horizons, and that one's 10 episodes.
Okay. All right. Good to hear it.
Although it has had like a slow production because it started in 2017.
Okay.
So 3 seasons across 5 years.
So it's similar to Letterkenny It's
Yeah.
slow going. Okay. I mean, a lot of shows have a lot of slow uprisings.
Oh, Castle Rock. That's the big one. That one is basically these guys who are huge Stephen King fans came up with a show that it's set in Castle Rock, Maine, which is one of the main things that he writes about in his books.
In Maine?
Yeah. And it basically features like all these different characters and shit from Stephen King's universe crossing paths. It's actually really interesting.
Okay.
And so like you get like at one point we like see Shawshank. And
okay.
like
and Carrie and all
yeah,
that.
so but like when we're seeing Shawshank, like they're there because this new warden killed himself right at the beginning of the show. Like that's how the show starts.
Okay.
And so like they're investigating it and whatnot, and they're investigating like the prison as well, and they're walking through the warden's office, and you can see the bullet hole in the wall from the warden in Shawshank Redemption killing himself.
Oh.
And so it's shit like that. And it's a bunch of actors from Stephen King stuff in it, like Bill Skarsgård's in it.
Okay.
That
actually seems like a really interesting show.
Yeah,
And I'm kind of mad that I haven't heard about this till now.
So it's on. So Hulu has it marked for 2 seasons. Again, 2018. So it's behind, but I think that's because COVID hit and they couldn't make the other season.
Fair enough.
But I do believe they're still doing it.
It's just slow going, you figure?
Yeah, I think it's just that they're taking time to get rolling with it.
Okay.
But like 10 episodes per season, and like I said, just actors out the ass from Stephen King things and all kinds of connections.
Okay.
They mentioned Derry, which is where it takes place, Derry, Maine.
Okay.
All kinds of shit. It's like people that actually sat down and started finding the connections in his books and stuff. It's really interesting. So Hulu's got some stuff. I never really sit down and watch it like I should. Like honestly, like a lot of Hulu ends up being we're watching American Dad or Master Chef.
Something that you've already seen.
Well, even like the newer episodes of American Dad, because American Dad's the one out of all of Seth's shows that I feel still turns out good episodes. I'm not in a Family Guy anymore. I haven't watched Family Guy in like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, no, I haven't either.
But American Dad still fucking gets me. I fell asleep on the couch last night when we were watching American Dad, and I woke up at one point, fell back asleep, and then this morning when Lauren woke up and I came home from work, we're talking, and I went, so I fell asleep through like 3 episodes. She's like, yeah. I'm like, why the fuck was Francine being hunted?
So it's still like, what do they call that? It afflicts your REM.
I guess, yeah. Like, it was interesting enough that me half asleep picked up on something and held onto it to be able to ask her later on.
Okay.
Which is hilarious as to why.
Yeah.
Francine decides to go meet her, decides she wants to meet her birth parents. She's adopted.
Oh. I
And
didn't know she was adopted.
well, her parents are Asian in the show. She's white.
Goes to show how much I watch American Dad, huh?
It's actually really good.
I
it's
mean,
the one that I will suggest people watch out of any of them.
It's one of the few I'll probably stick around with.
The big thing for me
I'd rather
is
watch the children things like fucking DuckTales because DuckTales is starting to get better.
Yeah.
But I get your point.
The big thing for me, I think, is what it was is he didn't ruin the characters kind of like how he did with Family Guy. Like the characters all got twisted so out of shape that they kind of ruined the characters. Peter and Lois are just terrible to watch together now.
Peter, the horse is
but,
here.
But so she decides she wants to meet her birth parents, and it turns out birth mom is dead, but birth dad is alive and has this like huge family. He's rich, but he's kind of gone a little cuckoo, and he's pissed off because everyone's like on the family plan for the cell phone, and they keep going over on the data. And so he tells them to hunt each other for sport, and whoever wins can stay on the family plan.
That's hilarious.
And Francine's like, I'm not even on the family plan. I just met you guys. And they're all trying to hunt her.
That's actually really interesting. I like that. That's pretty funny. I might slide over to that. But speaking of hunting things, have you ever wanted to hunt weird alien things with a chainsaw on your head and arms and a lot of blood?
You're speaking my language.
I don't know where I was going with this, but Chainsaw Man, one of the most popular mangas of ever, really. Japan really kind of nudged this one in an interesting direction. Yeah, I don't know how to paint Chainsaw Man in a good light without shoving people into the first episode. So it's coming to Crunchyroll October 12th. Go and check that out.
Okay, I'm sad.
Well, it's also the English dub. I don't know if the Japanese dub is there right now. I think it's there right now. What's up?
They canceled Castle Rock after season 2.
Did they? I'm sorry, bud.
It
But
was getting good ratings or good like reviews and shit. Like it was sitting at 86% on Rotten Tomatoes.
you think just time and just we missed our chance kind of thing?
Maybe. There's talks that a revival could happen. Maybe if horror stuff continues to pop off well on Hulu.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Maybe that'll bring life back into it.
As
What
said,
I saw was fucking great, and they didn't hold punches. Like, I don't want to give too much away, but like the way the warden kills himself is like, what the fuck?
Okay. And I mean,
Like, if you want to know, I'll tell you.
No,
but it's
I'll-
interesting to see the scene.
okay, I'll watch it. It's in the first episode. You said,
Yeah, it's
right?
in the first episode.
Okay, then I'll watch the first episode because I got Hulu.
They're kind of long, just so you know. They're
really?
like 40 to 50 minute episodes.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But I'll probably watch one. But yeah, with Hulu doing an amazing job with Prey and with them looking like they're going to be doing a good job with Hell. Okay, an hour. I'll dedicate an hour to it. That's fine.
Yeah.
With them doing Hellraiser, what do you think they should do next? I already said I would like to see Alien, but that's kind of already been done.
So the problem with Alien is that you still have Ridley Scott working on the next installment.
Right.
He's doing the next one after Covenant.
Covenant.
Did you watch Covenant?
I saw bits and pieces.
Dude, the fucking ending is dark.
Is it?
It's fucking dark.
Okay.
Like the implications are fucking dark.
Then I need to probably watch.
I liked Covenant more than Prometheus.
Okay, I didn't mind Prometheus.
I didn't hate Prometheus. I liked Covenant more.
Prometheus was very drag the knuckles.
Yeah, it was a little slow.
It was a little slow, but it was very entertaining. I liked it.
Yeah, once Covenant gets moving, it gets moving.
Okay, then I need to sit down and actually watch it. But
And you got Fassbender playing 2 characters.
really,
Yeah, so he plays the robot from the first one, and then he plays a different model of the robot in the second one.
fucking piece of shit.
He's great.
He's great. I'm
He
not
made
mad
them-
at him, but
He made them visibly different while them looking identical.
oh, okay. So
Like-
a little what do they call it? Detroit Become Human. The models being okay. Well, moving on. With what we now know as Hellraiser and Prey, what would you like to see? Yes.
So I'm thinking it's got to be another Fox IP because both these are Fox IPs, I think. And I feel like that's where this is.
Do they really own Hellraiser?
I would assume. I think
Oh.
that's where this is coming from. I could be wrong.
I mean, they could just be doing the handshake thing,
Could be.
but okay. But let's put it like this then. I'll give you another little tiny thing. No restrictions.
No restrictions.
No restrictions.
So we're already getting more Blade Runner over at Netflix. So it won't be that.
To be fair, people are really fucking loving it.
Well, they're doing a new one now.
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch
Like
it.
not a new season. They're doing like a second show.
Oh yeah. It's supposed to be like what's happening on the other side.
I think this one's supposed to be taking place during the crap sequel.
that's what I heard.
Um,
I wouldn't mind. I'm gonna probably have to sit down and watch.
no
Cyberpunk.
restrictions really opens it up.
Do you want me to keep going with the next story while you're
Go
thinking?
ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna think hard on this one.
Well, good news. This is mine, anyways. Oh no, this is yours. Shit. A Coraline Steel box, which has the HD, the Blu-ray, and the digital high def, and a very beautiful looking steelbook. Did you ever see Coraline?
I haven't, and it's on the list. Lauren wants me to sit down and watch it. Weirdly, it's like
good
never
one.
streaming.
Really?
Yeah, so it's not owned by
Who-
Disney, despite
no, it is
what
not.
everyone would think.
No, it is not. It is an independent. I think it's an independent.
Yeah, it's whatever that is, Laka or whatever.
Huh. Wait.
So it's written by Neil Gaiman, and it's directed by the director of Nightmare Before Christmas, Henry Selick.
Yeah, and it has very what is his name? It has the feel of
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. Thank
A
you.
little bit. Yeah, so when you look it up right now, it's available to rent on Prime. It's not
buy.
streaming anymore, or buy.
Yeah, I get your point. Yeah.
It doesn't stream.
No, but this. Do you think you would add this to your collection?
Oh yeah, Lauren loves it. First of all, so that's a reason.
Yeah.
But no, I'm very interested. I've never been against it. It's just I never got around to it, and with it not streaming, makes it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, so it's getting the Blu-ray steelbook, and I think it's a very beautiful steelbook.
Yeah, it's a little blurry picture. I couldn't find a better one.
Yeah, but I think it represents it well.
Yeah.
And this is just the sleeve. I'd love to see what the steelbook itself looks like. They did not show that in the images that were dropped. And this is coming from Scream Factory, I do believe.
Yes. Now, the only thing I would want to see out of this is if it had like that embossed, raised steelbook that you can like get that sensory. I don't know why, but sensory notebooks that have that like embossed cover, I find to be like really nice to hold.
How much you want to bet the inside's got the other mother or the other mother?
Okay. You haven't seen it.
Is that what the character's called?
No.
I
know what you're talking about, but no.
And I
don't want. No.
I've heard it.
Eat your peanut butter.
I think it's other mother or whatever. But how much you want to bet she's on the inside of the book?
I'm hoping. I mean, it would be really nice to open it up and see like a mirror kind of thing. That'd be cool. So have you thought of any?
So I kept thinking of really stupid things, and I'm like, why is that popping in my head? No, I don't want that.
But do you want that though?
No, really, I don't. And for some reason, these are the things that kept popping in my fucking head.
Okay.
Like a new Critters movie. I don't want a new Critters movie. Why am I thinking that?
Now hold on. Not Crit. Okay, wait.
If you say Gremlins, they're already doing a prequel.
I know they are. That's why I stopped myself. No, we're okay. We're already getting a lot of really old. Well, I don't want to say really old, but really nostalgic things. We're getting Hocus Pocus 2. We're getting. Yeah, I don't.
And we've already had several things, several franchises come out. You got Halloween.
Yeah.
You've got Predator. You've got Alien. You've got Chucky.
Oh yeah. So it's
Final Destination. They're talking about doing a new one.
Great.
Did you watch the last one?
No.
The very last one?
No.
Watch the very last one for the twist.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The very, very last one. Not the 3D one that happened before it.
Okay. You're gonna have to tell me which one that is.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
I mean, I liked Final Destination 1 and 2. Those were.
I didn't mind 3.
3 was the carnival, right?
1 is the airplane.
1 is the airplane. 2 is
2
the road
is the
trip?
freeway.
The freeway. Yeah.
3 is the roller coaster. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I saw 3 then. Okay.
It started to go downhill for me with like 4 and 5, where I'm like, it was the CGI.
I think I watched 5 with the weird
3D.
fucking nail gun scene that I was just like, what the fuck am I watching?
I think that's 4, where she falls back and her hands like this.
And then
Yeah, either that's 3. That actually might be in 3 towards the end.
It looks so bad.
Yeah, I did like the twitching. Saw's already made its comeback.
Yeah, Saw and it had a good conclusion. Have you seen Jigsaw?
I know you said that there's one after it, right?
Yes, but I was just wondering.
No, I have not sat down and watched Jigsaw yet because I was going to skip it because I was so uninterested because I thought the ending was perfect. Like I followed the Saw franchise.
I know.
The entire way through.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking James Wan fan. The movies were great, and I thought the way they ended it was perfect. And then years later, they come out with Jigsaw. I'm like, why? I'm so not interested. And then the Chris Rock Book of Saw one came out, and I'm like, oh, this looks fucking good. Yeah. And then I found out the guy that worked on that one fucking worked on Jigsaw, and I was like, shit. Nah, fuck. So now I gotta go back and watch Jigsaw, and I haven't done it yet. We'll probably do it this year. It'll be probably part of the Halloween viewing.
Okay. But nothing comes to mind.
There's a few things I'd want, but they've already kind of touched on them. So, like, Hannibal got the Hannibal TV show.
And it was good.
Dawn of the Dead's got a TV show going on, like, sci-fi. They just did it, like, last year.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh. Goes so that I pay attention.
I heard it was good.
Oh.
It was actually, I think it was Night of the Living Dead was actually technically what it was.
Oh.
And so it's like, there's already, like, so many of them that they've retouched on. So I'm at, like, Nightmare on Elm Street. But the fucking remake was so bad.
Yeah.
With Jackie Earle Haley.
So do you think they should try again?
The problem is I don't think anyone can do it like Robert Englund.
Oh, no. Fuck no.
And he's done playing the character. He doesn't want to go through the prosthetics anymore. He doesn't want to wear the glove anymore. He like has like a permanent like slouch from wearing the glove so often.
Really?
Yeah, like because it was so heavy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so like he did it for so many movies, did it for so many fan events and whatnot. If you watch the guy like sitting and doing interviews, he says like this.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, he did Freddy's Nightmares, the TV show too. The first episode's him as Freddy Krueger and like changes the whole fucking origin story.
I would have just had tempered titanium bits. That would have been lightweight.
It was
like
the fucking 80s and shit.
it's not hard to. Okay.
And then you've got Friday the 13th, which I thought had a great remake.
Yes.
And then it's been stuck in this weird legal thing, which looks like it's finally coming to an end, and we're supposed to be getting the 13th film and Friday the 13th finally, if they can just wrap up all the legal shit.
Yeah.
But I want that to go theater. I don't want it to hit Hulu. I want that to be a big spectacle. The 13th Friday the 13th film on Friday the 13th in a theater that's seating 13 fucking people.
Well, that's a bit odd. That last one's a little odd.
Okay, fine. But it's theater 13.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully.
Just fucking go all out.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what horror, because they did so much with Psycho with the Bates Motel show.
Let's throw that out the window.
More horror.
Not horror. Let's say action. Because there's a few that come to mind when I say action.
They already tried doing like The Weapon.
What about
the TV show.
Transporter? I like Transporter.
I like Transporter too.
Didn't
but
they do a TV show?
They did do a TV show. Jason Statham didn't come back for it, and so they made it his character's brother or something.
Oh no, never mind. Never mind.
And Transporter 3 really wasn't good. That's the one with the car will
know.
blow up if he's too far away.
I know.
So they drive the car off a bridge, and he was able to get it out of the water and start it back up all within the same morning. It was completely submerged. He somehow got it out of the river. Ripped the hood off, fucked around in the engine for a few seconds, and got the bitch to start.
I don't remember that.
Because he had to drive it off. They pushed it off the fucking bridge, and he had to dive with it so he wouldn't blow up.
I remember a scene from the second one where he had to fucking drive off a ramp to get rid of a bomb that was on the bottom of his car.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fucking crazy. But 3, all out of my mind. I don't remember a damn thing.
Expendables
Expendables would be a pretty interesting one.
If we could get it. That was the one that turned out to have the producer that was assaulting Terry Crews.
Yeah.
Rocky's on a weird legal thing, and we're getting all the Creed movies. Now we're getting a Drago spinoff.
Oh, then never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, ideas are out there. I'm sure someone out there is thinking of something bigger, but something bigger could be something smaller, like these Legos. Lots and lots of Legos. We have a couple advent calendars, and I thought I threw them in order, but I didn't. But the first Lego City advent calendar, $35, gets you a nice present every single day for the 24 days prior to Christmas.
I like the minifigures. That's about it. Because a lot of this other stuff is stuff you can get in regular Lego sets, like the Apple and whatnot. And let's be honest, there's not much to that snowman.
Cat.
Yeah, I mean, you can get different cats. Maybe not necessarily that cat. But the minifigs is the really only thing jumping out at me from this advent calendar.
Horse. Chicken. I don't know what the fuck. What is that? A sleigh?
Yeah, I think it's a sleigh.
Rocket. Is that a bad horse? Oh no, it's a rocking horse. Oh.
Yeah, the Lego City Adventure one isn't really jumping out at me. What else we got?
We got Harry Potter.
Okay.
For those who like Harry Potter. I mean, this one comes with a lot of very interesting things. A nice little train from the train set.
Yeah, it's like a mini thing from each book.
Kinda, yeah. The snake that comes out of the wall. Basilisk.
And so then it's the night bus, and then
the Quidditch.
And then the haunted house.
The Whomping Willow.
Yeah, the Whomping Willow with the Death Eaters. So you got things from a couple books. You got the Goblet in the middle. I think that would probably be down.
There
you go.
Triwizard.
Yeah, Triwizard Tournament, which would be the Goblet of Fire. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the Goblet of Fire.
Okay.
It's the same book.
And then Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's from the book.
Is it?
Oh, it's in the movie too. It's Slughorn turning himself into furniture.
Oh, okay.
The fact that I remember all this shit from books I read how many years ago?
And then you got good old Hedwig.
One of the things that pissed me off when I did read the books.
What, Hedwig?
They killed Hedwig.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a dreidel?
Yes, it is.
It's a dreidel.
That is a dreidel.
Harry Potter's never really struck me as Jewish. Interesting.
And then it comes with a lot of the minifigs.
Harry, Moaning Myrtle, Sirius Black, Noseless, Tonks, maybe Snape or Bill. I'm not entirely sure. And Longbottom. What is wrong with me?
Wait, are you sure that's Longbottom?
100%.
Oh, okay.
It's when he finally finds his balls in the last book or last movie. And
Oh.
takes the sword to the fucking snake.
Oh.
I can't believe my brain remembers all this.
Okay. Yeah, I've only seen the first 3. I've seen the first 3 movies, read the first 4 books.
There's a scene that infuriates the fuck out of me in the second to last movie. They jump off a dragon and they land into like a pond or a lake. And then they get out and they have to change their clothes and like they're rushing, they're freaking out because they just broke out of the Gringotts thing and whatnot. Okay. And Ron's trying to put on a long sleeve shirt.
Okay.
But he's wet. And so it is sticking. And it is literally you watching Rupert Grint struggle to put a shirt on for 5 fucking minutes.
Something one of my favorite DMs has mentioned, and I don't know if everyone has heard this, but I'm going to say it loudly. Why does a bunch of wizarding individuals, magic individuals, trust the world's slowest bird to deliver their mail?
Because they're wise.
They're wise, sure. We have magic, Quincy!
Bro, look, we used fucking pigeons in World War I. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Because pigeons were small enough to be agile. Owls aren't agile. They're straight flyers.
Where did the coconut come from? If it was a swallow, it would have had to have been an African swallow. If it was an African swallow, how did it get over here?
They're not native.
Kniggets.
They're not native to England.
You and your silly kniggets.
I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna fucking.
I can't believe you ended up not liking that. That's wild to me. Okay. What else we got?
It's not a not like. It's a. Star Wars. By the way, all the actual name brand. No. What is? I'm trying to find the word and I can't think of it. The ones that are actually marketed.
Licensed.
Thank you. The ones that are actually licensed are $44.99. Okay. So the Harry Potter one's $44.99. This Lego Star Wars one is $44.99, and the next one I'll be talking about is $44.99. But these come with a lot of minifigures.
Yeah, and so this is. I've always wanted to get the Star Wars ones. The Star Wars ones are always pretty cool.
Yeah.
They did a lot of minifigures for this one, and they did a lot of minis of ships, which I liked.
Yeah, they are actually really nice looking for being that small.
But it's things like...
Oh my god.
You know, Darth Vader. So that's for the new holiday special they just did. So Darth Vader in like a Hawaiian shirt with
flip-flops.
Or not,
swimming flippers.
Fins? Yeah, fins. Yeah. R2-D2 with a fucking C-3PO sweater.
Ugly sweater.
Yeah. So these are like the ones that I would be a little bit more into. You got C-3PO wearing an ugly Christmas sweater. I feel like this is a little lame.
Is this the cave?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be the cave, the ice cave where Luke is in. The droid kind of pisses me off because it's just a regular droid.
Yeah.
Just like he's come in every set since they started doing these Lego sets for the Star Wars prequels.
I think that's Luke.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be Hoth Luke, one of the clone troopers, and then over here is a snow trooper.
Yeah. And
then some snowballs, and like we said, the different vehicles. You get the speeder and whatnot.
Yeah.
This one's not a bad set. I mean, $44.99, a little much. A little pricey.
But there's one more. One that I would probably be one to lean toward this one, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm speaking good. Me good, speak good. Yes. This one is kind of interesting.
I know, for $44.99, that's a real lack of minifigures.
Drax, Mantis, Rocket, Nebula, Big Groot, good old Quinn. Where's Gamora?
Dead. This is for the holiday special coming out on
Fuck!
Disney Plus.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it even more now.
Instead of the Thanos Scarecrow, it's a Thanos Armored Snowman.
Yeah. There's his little tape deck, the boombox, and okay.
So it's a little lazy. Like, okay, some tools.
Yeah, Milano's just chilling out. Well, it has a dynamite.
I guess I got plenty of dynamites in my old Lego sets. I do like. The sweaters, yeah.
The ugly sweater has. Oh wait, is that? Thanos?
I think it's Thanos with the Infinity Stones.
That's fucking cute. Okay, I mean it's not bad. It's just
it's $44.99 is a bit much for
No-
what you're getting.
no Gamora. But then again, I guess you get what you pay for. Oh God, I'm dying.
Yeah, everyone wants to scream about continuity all the damn time.
I guess, but that's not fair to me.
Did you know that there's someone at Marvel whose entire job is keeping the timeline continuity?
They better pay him, her, them, massively.
It's not that difficult. I like this one. This one's a good mini set versus the big version that they released of this a couple years ago.
The 007 Aston Martin DB5. This actually looks really nice for a car model made out of Legos. And it's 007 themed. It kind of looks a little...
I think it's Craig.
It looks a little Craig. I don't know what what is he holding?
Did you hear about the announcement they made about
Is
Bond?
that the remote control? Hold on. I just want to know what the fuck he's holding. What were we saying?
So people are still pushing for Idris Elba.
Oh, yeah.
And so they came out again and they're like, it's not going to be Idris. In fact, they point out, zoom back in on it.
Yeah, I don't know what it
can't
is.
tell. I think it's a wrench. And then it comes with different license plates.
License plates. I think it's a remote control. Because he...
Could be. He's done that in a few of the movies.
Yeah, he has.
So they touched on it, like it's not going to be Idris. They said that they are several years out before they, hone in on a new Bond, and that it's going to be a 10 to 12 year thing. And they said, and most people don't want to do that. They could barely get Craig to do it. And I'm like, it's fucking wild to think that Craig was Bond for 10 to 12 years and only put out 5 fucking movies.
5. No Time.
Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time.
Yeah, okay.
And we had to fight and like redo contracts and shit. And I'm like, it's just fucking wild to me that in 10 years, I mean, I guess that's a movie every 2 years. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it seems not great. But
I mean, not everybody can be Roger Moore and just pound him out like fucking crazy.
yeah, no, right.
And nor should they, because not all of Roger Moore's are fucking winners.
And this is only a $20 set.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. A little under 300 pieces. That's even not bad itself.
I'll take you to the Lego store. You can rip one open to figure out what the hell it is, and we'll run out of the store.
Okay. So, yeah.
Did you hear they closed the Disney store at Fashion Show?
Yeah.
There's no Disney store in town now, just
Nope.
one Disney outlet, which has like barely anything.
And that's at the outside out.
Yeah,
mall?
the one that's over by the art district.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay. And last but not least, something to celebrate the holiday.
Oh,
Halloween, huh?
we still have one more thing after Legos.
I know.
Okay, just making sure.
But as far as Lego,
I like this one.
it's cute. It's a Halloween cat and mouse with a pumpkin.
It's only $12.99.
It's only $12.99. It's a little over 300 pieces, and it's just something for what looks to be like a little nativity scene for Halloween.
Yeah, and they say it will ship by October 18th, so you can have it in time for a spooky season.
It's a spooky month. But last on our little cut, Quincy, you and I both like figures, yes? We like expensive figures, but of course we'll never be able to purchase most of them, correct?
You know, I'm still sad to this day that I don't own the Deadpool head.
Yeah. Well,
That would have hours of entertainment.
if you had $350, do you think you would try for this?
You know, I really like this.
This is a good one.
Not for $350.
There
are $350 figures out there that bring so much more than this.
Really?
Think about the legit figures that have the motion eyes that you can.
Yeah, okay. For
Real fabric clothing.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay.
This is an action figure.
This is
and
an
should
action
not
figure.
be $350.
It's an action figure that is limited quantity. I'm making the argument.
But
I'm making the argument.
It's still.
But this is great. Marvel Legends HasLab Engine of Vengeance Ghost Rider set, pretty much. It comes with a vehicle that lights up with the flaming tires and the Hemi block engine spitting out flames. This looks good. But not $350. Good, maybe, perhaps. Someone out there might like it, but we just wanted to talk about it because
people are, because they've already got 4,949 backers.
Well, yes, but...
Well, hold on.
What?
Is that the price? Or is that how much they've earned from those backers?
That's the...
Well, that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, that's the funding for it.
Okay.
Limit of 5 per customer. So you probably have some people doing it. Premium 1/12 scale car.
Oh, it lights up. It's got LEDs.
Yeah, I said it did.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then 2 Brimstone riders for dynamic car display, 4 interchangeable tires, and 1 additional engine to convert the engine of vengeance from Hellfire mode to street mode. And it even includes the other figure. So you get Ghost Rider with all of his stuff, as well as... Where's the other homie? There's the other homie. Oh, with that very interesting white streak through his hair.
I always dug his jacket.
Yeah.
So he actually shows up in, like, this version of Ghost Rider actually shows up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
He's the last person seen with the Darkhold.
Before it just mysteriously
ends up in Agatha's possession. So now there's a lot of debate. They say that the show actually stops being canon until they do a time travel thing in their final season, which actually then makes them canon.
So someone fucked up and they fixed it.
They fixed it.
Okay.
But then what's really interesting is that due to the multiverse and everything, and due to the time travel, it's very possible that the entire Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. universe is a variant universe.
Interesting. But tier 1 through 12,000 of the backers gets a very nice looking Mephisto. I like that.
the guy that every time a Marvel trailer drops, everyone somehow sees him in it.
And he still hasn't really made himself, quote unquote, known yet.
So, you know how everyone was thinking, including me, was thinking, because it would have made sense because it happened in the comics, that Mephisto was going to show up in WandaVision?
I thought so too, yes.
The fucking showrunner came out and said that she didn't even know about him
Mephisto
until fans started talking about it.
She was like, well, that sounds cool, but no.
The other one, which was also a Mephisto story, is Spider-Man No Way Home.
Nope.
So that original storyline where Peter erases everyone's memory is a deal with Mephisto.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and is it after he's married to MJ?
It's after he's married to MJ. He's, I think, already had a kid, and Aunt May is dying because she got shot by a sniper who was trying to take out Peter because he revealed that he's Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
So he makes the deal with Mephisto to save her and erase everyone's memory. Mephisto's price is his relationship with MJ. That's all because Joe Quesada, who was running Marvel and hates their relationship.
Yeah, did not like MJ. Well, but even still, this Mephisto looks great.
Could you imagine the shit I could do if I didn't have all this in my head?
No.
Yeah, probably not a lot. You're right.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty cool Mephisto figure.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you get something else.
For being one of the quicker backers, it seems.
There's still 3,000 more of those.
So wait, hold on. Scroll up. So...
Oh, no, more.
Target is 9,000, and then I guess it goes until 12,000 for the Mephisto, and then maybe something else?
Well, yeah, is there more tiers in the Mephisto?
That's it. That was everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. But even still, you get... I mean, this thing is fucking articulated. This thing looks good.
It does look good. It's the figures themselves where I sit there and go, I don't know about that price.
Yeah.
They're just action figures.
They do look very action figure-y. I do like all the points of articulation, and something... Okay. Me with figures, if I notice that they don't have elbow joints or knee joints, I ignore them. This motherfucker got kneecaps. I fucking love them.
Break them.
But what sucks is I would take them out of the box so that I could pose them.
Yeah, see, I've thought about that with several of my figures, and then I stop and go, well, the whole thing is I can't take them out of the box because I have zero plans to ever sell them.
Right.
They're mine forever.
But then it's like, but I want to take them out. But the box looks good. But
you know what I'm getting tired of? Is watching videos where people are opening Pokemon cards, don't get the card they want, and they rip it up.
The rare?
Yeah. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
All right, let's wrap it up because dinner will be ready soon.
Oh, what is it? I don't like that smile. What is it?
Of course you like the smile.
No, I don't. Because sometimes that smile means I'm gonna die because I didn't take a certain set of pills.
No, you're fine.
Oh. What is it?
3 zone eggs.
Hey! I like trees and eggs. That actually sounds really good right now. Shit. But thank you guys for joining us. Remember to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell a friend of me. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Please start hitting those subscribes, please. So that way we can eat those delicious hot chips. Well, delicious for him, suffering for me.
I ate Takis for breakfast.
He had literally a bag of Takis in his center console in his car.
They're blue because they're out of the regular.
Now, what's the difference?
Blue.
They're just blue?
I feel like whatever they do to make them blue, though, it makes the powder not stick to them as well, so I feel like they're less hot.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like you get less flavor from them.
Oh.
I feel like the regular Takis, you get more of a strong lime and spice than the blue ones. I think whatever they do to make it blue, like that dye, fucks up how it sticks,
To it because it
corn chip.
gets sweaty or something?
I don't know if it's necessarily that it gets sweaty.
Well,
but yeah,
A little
it's
bit
something
of humidity
about...
can cause Doritos to sweat, and it causes the cheese to fall off.
I think it's something about the dye. It just makes it where it doesn't stick.
Okay.
But the flavor's the same, just weaker.
Oh, okay.
In my opinion.
But remember to tell a friend, tell a friend of me, like, subscribe where you can. Love one another. It's easy to do, especially now in these trying times. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Socks.